to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The Link also is home to the Temple Owls. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Owls ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The handoff to Johnson. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Smith wants to throw. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
All right, guys, let's chat about Texas State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Bobcats are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. That's caught. It's Sparks. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Sparks. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going.
Touchdown, Bobcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Got the quick completion. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Sparks. Going over the top. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's looking deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Catch in the middle. It's Ford. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown Owls! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
But this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sparks. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Try to pick it up on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bobcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. With the catch, it's Sparks. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Finds a tight end. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal.
That passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Listen, at this point, at the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They get to the line quickly. To the air, it's Sparks. The sure hands, it's Ford. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Ford. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
14.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to pass, it's Sparks. Got it in the middle, it's Hopkins. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Hopkins. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Catch in the middle, it's Hopkins. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Smith wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sparks. At the 40. There he goes. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Gray. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The option look. Now the pitch. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. Touchdown! Cats. What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged on the outside. It's Hopkins. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, and now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ballgame when it's really going to matter.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
The Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught in the back of the end zone, but the officials are signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man. Like a...
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the right. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find them...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gray. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Unloads to the right. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Owls started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Smith wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how effective.
Continues to fight for yards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Temple lines up quickly. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my...
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. The ball squirts free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Get set, get set.
Gonna run it. It's Browning. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Might as well give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Texas State 56, Temple, 28.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
It's caught. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He'll do it himself. Fights off a defender. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that
throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT.